All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to tonight's breathwork journey. I'm excited. I am going to be still admitting people as we go on, but most of the people that are coming in later are part of our monthly subscription here for Breath or Sound, Breath and Sound. So thank you for being here. Also, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's trying this for the first time. This is going to be so fun. I know that there's people that have asked about breathwork sessions and wanting to try it, not really knowing the resources. So I hope you were all able to watch the video before jumping on here so that I don't have to explain like all the things. But the only thing I forgot to mention, it's going to be super beneficial to have headphones and then Bluetoothing it to your phone so that you can listen to me in your ear. It just makes for a way better experience. The sound just sounds better versus like it coming from your computer. It kind of sounds like I'm there with you. Sometimes we get a little bit of tech difficulties, but that's common with being on the internet. So hi, I'm Ashley Moss. Thank you for joining me tonight. We've also got Lauren Shane here. Lauren is the other half of Rise Up Experiences. You can see her box if you scroll, or if you've got like the wide view like I do, she's here. She is a certified sound healer. We run monthly breathwork and sound healing experiences for our community, virtually and also in person. So I wanted to offer this to those of you that kept asking for breathwork sessions, just so that you could try it, so that you could experience what breath work is like with me. And one thing I will say is that no two breathwork journeys are ever the same, even with the same facilitator, just like anything you do. So this is really going to be about you coming in with an open mind, coming in with the willingness to try something new and different, and then also please ask questions in the comments if you have any questions at all. Like you're like, I don't really get how you breathe into your belly. What is this really doing for me? Any of those things. But those questions should have all been answered in the 10-minute YouTube video that I sent you. All right. Are we good? Jamie, you look beautiful today. Wow. I love your hair. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to continue to mute people as they come on, but I don't have to repeat anything because everyone who's joined has done breathwork with me before. So yay. Okay. So the most important thing to note when doing this breathwork journey is if you are new to this experience, trust me, everybody does it for the first time and everybody always feels very like awkward or wonky when they're trying it. They're like, this is weird. I don't know. I'm not about this. Like, I don't understand. Is this is my body supposed to feel this way? Sometimes people do it and they're like, I don't really feel anything, but I feel really good and tired. And just know, Lo and I say this all of the time, that whatever your experience is exactly what it was meant to be. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Otherwise, reach out to me via text message or Facebook afterwards. But I just want to dive into the journey because I do want to save some time at the end for reflection. Especially I want to hear from people that haven't done this before. So if you can just like drop in the chat if you've never done breath work in your entire life. And I'm saying like any form of breath work. If you've never done any form of breath work, say first timer. If you've done it a few times, be like, I've done it in yoga, or I've done a Wim Hof session somewhere. If you are a regular practitioner, I know because you're here all the time. So it's mostly for those of you that haven't done breath work here. I just want to kind of check in with people. The other thing I will recommend doing is that if this is your first time doing the breath work, I do recommend turning your camera on. And I don't have to see your face during the breath work. I just would love to see like your belly area, like your diaphragm, like, you don't have to take your shirt off. You could just like wear your shirt, but it's more so just to see how you're breathing. Because it's really important to breathe in this way, because sometimes people get really in their heads and they're heavy chest breathers, or they're doing it all in their belly, or they're just like not breathing and they're sleeping. So it just helps me kind of call people out in a loving way, to help you kind of get deeper into your experience. But again, like, your body, yourself. If that still makes you uncomfortable, by all means, keep your camera off. That's okay. I'm not going to force you to do something you don't want to do, but I do encourage it just so that I can coach you better through, or guide you better through that experience. So refresher, belly, chest out. If you have any questions about that, put that in the comments now. You're going to hear me saying that a lot of times throughout the breathwork journey, and that's very intentional. The reason why is because in these sessions, it's very easy for us to kind of like, if you're a regular meditator and you pray, or you have your regular meditation practice, it's really easy for you to kind of just like go to that place and forget that you're even here. Breathwork kind of like heightens and it super speeds everything. So if you find yourself going to the place where nothing and everything exists, I will be speaking more so that you can have the opportunity to come back. One thing I will say, and what I'm excited about this breathwork journey, it's going to be lighter. It's going to be lighter than, I don't even want to say lighter than a lot of them, because everybody's experience is different, right? But the intention here is to help you gain a little bit deeper clarity on where you're going this year or for your life. It's helping you gain a little bit more clarity and direction on any specific questions you might have, whether it's a job change, whether it's a transition in your life. This is a really great opportunity to kind of set that intention. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I would like clarity and guidance on XYZ. It could be that you've been holding on of a lot of stories or experiences that have happened in your life. If you have, I know for me, honestly, I have been working through a lot of forgiveness with my dad. So a lot of fatherhood stuff has been coming up for me. And so for me, it's more so just letting go of the expectations I've kind of grown into. So maybe it's that for you. So whatever it is for you, let that be true for just you. And then we can share at the end. Sound good? Cool. Nice to see y'all. Happy Tuesday. It's going to be a fun time. One thing, not one. Oh, your space. Okay. Your space is so important. When you are lying down, you want to make sure that you're not around like any sharp objects like your bed frame. So in case you like move your arm or you like shuffle a little bit, you're not going to hit anything. I also recommend like not having any animals in the room, because sometimes your animals will start crawling all over you, especially cats. They care about you. Animals are very intuitive creatures. So if they see you on the floor possibly crying, they're going to want to know why you're crying. So it's just advised that you say, I got this, animals, you go somewhere else. All right. Make this time for yourself. And same things goes for kids. And obviously spouses, if you want your spouse to do it with you, by all means, have them do it with you. It's a really great bonding experience. So get in. If anyone has any questions, please put them in the chat. If not, I'm just going to go. Yeah? Okay, cool. It tells me, it says, due to the large number of participants in this meeting, messages for those who have joined or left have been disabled. Don't know what that means. but I'm just going to trust that all questions have been answered. So find a comfortable position. I will not get right into the breath work right away. I will take you through a guided meditation. We're going to do some pranayama practices, which are short form breathing techniques. These breathing techniques are really great for everyday use. They're really great for helping you fall asleep. They're great for helping you rest. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling overwhelmed, these are tools that you can use in your car. You can teach them to your kids. So I'll take you through that practice, and this kind of just allows you to clear the clutter and in your mind of the day and come back into your body. And then we'll get into the reset. I'll also explain a little bit more of what that means, what that looks like. But for now, find a comfortable position. You can use an eye mask. I recommend it. Sensory. And get your headphones turned on, put into your ears, make sure that there's nothing sharp around you. And also, what was I going to say? I'm going to do a sound check just to make sure that you can hear. Okay, cool. And I just need a thumbs up if you can hear the music and also hear my voice for those of you that have your camera on. If not, you can give a thumbs up to the wall in your room. Okay. Okie dokie. It hasn't started yet, in case you're just like, what is happening? Don't worry. I look to the time to keep me awake and alive, but all my instincts, they return. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music and my voice. Cool. Great, dandy, lovely. Okay, so as you're getting settled in, I'll explain a little bit more of the reset process. I'm going to turn my video off to help with the technology bandwidth, but I'll be watching you for those of you that have your cameras on, facing it towards your torso. But reset breath, if you are completely new to this, it's going to sound foreign. But basically you're breathing. That's what you're doing. You're breathing in into your belly area, you're breathing up into your chest area, and you're breathing out through your mouth. This is a 3-part connected breathing pattern. If you've ever done any sort of breath work before, you might have seen Wim Hof, you might have heard of Wim Hof, the Iceman. There are so many different techniques that serve so many different purposes out there. This one is really intended to help you build emotional resiliency. It's designed to help you decrease anxiety. It is designed to help you recalibrate when something happens in your life and it feels like the world is ending. We've all been there. Like, you remember when your first boyfriend broke up with you and you thought like the world was going to end, or when you stubbed your toe on the side of your bed and like you're like, no, I'm going to die. This is basically teaching you how to bounce back faster, process through your emotions quicker, and get back to a space of calm, aka homeostasis. So it's great for so many things. And there's also a lot of physical benefits that go with this, but I use a very specific music sequence to help elicit different emotions that we oftentimes keep trapped in our body. Both can be said about both men and women. We both trap emotions in different ways. Men typically tend to put on a front that everything is okay, that it's not okay to cry, that we don't get super angry. We're just calm, cool, and collected all the time. We're very passive. So then typically what will happen is men will internalize a lot of those feelings, and it can manifest in their relationships, how they show up, how they show up in their work life, their family life. Women, we typically suppress a lot of anger, resentment. We don't want people to see us upset. We don't want people to see this side of us. So then we suppress a lot of that anger, that rage inside. So if at any given moment in time you start to feel these emotions, I encourage you to face them with a lens of curiosity, not a lens of I'm trying to slay all these dragons at one time, more so just, why am I feeling this way right now? Where is this coming from? What does this remind me of? Because it's not until you're aware of these emotions that you can become aware of what they're trying to communicate with you. One study I always like to share is that there was a Harvard study done on emotions, and this doctor found that anytime something happens in our lives that creates an emotional reaction, say something pisses you off, it takes 90 seconds for your brain to process it through your mind, and you are choosing to hang on to that anytime after that. So that's how quickly emotions are meant to process through our body. And it makes sense why a lot of us are saying 10 years from now, oh my gosh, Jimmy from 10 years ago, do you remember that time he just like took all my money and then left, and he's just a drug addict and da 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 da. And we hang on to these stories and we give our power away to these people and experiences, and we don't realize what that actually does for us in our life. So that is what breath work is really helping you do. It's helping you decondition and remove all of those layers and blocks. So settling into your body as you're lying down, ingesting all this new information that you probably never even heard of in your life. Just start to focus on your breathing. And I want you to, for a second or a few moments here, take a deep inhale in through your nose for 5 seconds. Hold it at the top for 5 seconds. And exhale out through the mouth until it is all empty and gone. So inhaling in through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling out the mouth until it is empty, slow and controlled. And just keep this pattern, breathing in for 5 through the nose, holding your breath for 5, and exhaling out through your mouth until it is empty. Tonight's breathwork experience is about clarity. So this is your opportunity to seek some clarity on the direction you desire to go in your life, whether it's today, tomorrow. If you want clarity on a specific situation, keep breathing in for 5, holding for 5, and exhaling out of the mouth until it is empty. Sometimes these little mindful breathing moments are the hardest for us because it's when your mind actually starts wandering of, oh shoot, I forgot to put the dishes away. Oh man, I wonder if my child's crying. Did somebody forget to feed the cat today? That's normal. Why this happens is because we are still operating through our reptilian part of our brain. So the lower part of our brain was designed to keep us alive. Many of us, if not all of us, at some point or another, fight for survival. We're fighting for survival for situations that aren't actually a big deal. We are fighting for survival to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, to be cared for. We approach obstacles in our life with judgment, with shame, guilt, proving energy, pride. So just notice when your mind starts to wander and go back into your breath. In for 5, holding for 5, and exhaling. Within each and every single one of us is an incredible inner power that we limit by our own beliefs. It is the power to endure discomfort, to delay gratification, to decide what we let into our minds from our environment and what we don't, to control our response to any given situation, whether real in the moment or replaying in our minds from the past. This is our power of choice. Keep breathing. It is this power that allows us to focus our attention where we choose. No matter how loud or frightening or seductive the external stimuli is trying to distract us. Breathing in for 5, holding for 5, and exhaling all the breath out. It is time for us to direct our attention. It is time for you to direct your attention toward inner intentions that produce powerful, positive emotions, strong enough to break us out of the emotional addictions that have kept us living small. As we go about our lives, many of us feel ourselves to be victims of forces outside of ourselves, or even forces within ourselves that we can't control, tame, or regulate. Our reactions to these forces feel automatic, and we watch helplessly as they seem to steal our inner peace and power away from us. Breathe in, 5, hold for 5, and keep exhaling. In the moment, these forces feel overpowering and travel deep into our hearts. But the truth is that we can actually cultivate practices to reclaim our influence over countless processes that appear to be automatic. It's time for you to become the driver and stop being the passenger of your life, to connect with something greater than source, God, energy, the universe. Breathing in for 5 and exhaling out the mouth. And just hold it here. Keep breathing. Noticing when your mind starts to wander. In for 5, hold for 5, and exhale. Keep breathing. Just slow and controlled. In through the nose, holding at the top, and exhaling out through the mouth. I want you to begin to imagine that every day you take a drive into the mountains. And every day it is so foggy that your view down into the valley is obscured. And note, you've never seen the valley but have only been told it exists. You have been told that in the valley are beautiful waterfalls, lush gardens, beautiful redwood trees. But you have never seen any of that. All you've ever seen is fog. Keep breathing. Eventually, you start to question if there is any truth to what you've been told. And now, I want you to imagine that you go on your drive and you reach the top of the mountain. And this time, the view is clear and bright, and you can see far into the distance. You can see that not only does everything you've been told about it exist, but it is even more beautiful than you have ever imagined. You realize that the valley has always been there. You could just not see it because of the fog. It's not because its existence was ever in question. And know that you've been living your life in the fog. So on your next exhale, with a big open mouth, begin the reset breath. The big breath into your belly, up into your chest, and out through your mouth. Belly, chest, out. Open mouth, fully in, passive out. Belly, heart, and out. Keep breathing, belly, chest, and out. Finding your own rhythm, finding your own movement. With your breath, allow it to guide you to higher places. Belly, chest, and out. The more resistance you feel, I encourage you to breathe deeper. Remember that the tingling, the vibration, the lightheadedness, the tightness is all normal and it'll go away. Just like the obstacles in your life, they fade. Belly, chest, and out. And on the count of 3, affirm out loud with me, it is safe for me to be in my body. 1, 2, 3. It is safe for me to be in my body. So keep breathing, belly, heart, and out. Allow your mind to meet your body, your heart. The beginning is always the hardest. Your throat starts to get dry, your head starts to tingle, it might even hurt. I promise you, you can get through this and you're not alone. Fully in, passive out. Only times you get stuck is when you stop breathing. So remind yourself you're just here for 25 minutes. Belly, chest, and out. 1, 2, 3. Placing a hand on your belly, on your chest to help support you. There you go. Belly, heart, and out. There you go, Kimmy. Keep breathing, Kimmy. Remember. Give yourself this gift, Dawn. Belly, heart, and out. See where your mind goes. See the stories you hear about yourself. Notice when you judge yourself, when you judge others, when you judge me, when you judge God. Belly, heart, and out. Keep breathing. Reminding yourself that you can do this. Keep breathing, Alex. Belly, heart, and out. Allowing that same mountaintop come to the forefront of your mind. Belly, chest. When you breathe in this way, you're clearing out the stories. Physically, you're creating new life. You're repairing the body, the cells. They're overturning faster than you can ever imagine. Belly, heart, and out. Keep breathing, Lauren. Jamie, as much as you want to breath hold, breathe. Breathe and surrender to this moment. Breathe and surrender to your love. Breathe and surrender to the stories. Belly, heart, and out. Too late to start. It's also never too early to start either. The belly, chest, and out. And on the count of 3, I am becoming this version of me. 1, 2, 3. I am becoming this version of me. This version of you that feels. All of you. Belly, chest, and out. All of you is loved. It's not about being enough, trying harder, being the most successful. Just breathe, belly, chest, and out.
This version of you simply becomes real.
Notice where you meet yourself.
I'd like you to imagine this version of you
Belly, chest, and out. you're learning right now to resist the natural urge to escape or deny that you are in pain. You're developing the capacity to stay with this feeling long enough for it to transform and dissolve.
This version of you simply becomes real.
Sitting, belly,
And
chest,
you're right here with
out.
this version of you. To see
This is your
things as
key
they really are.
to liberation.
This version of you looking at you.
Belly, chest, out.
You looking back.
You into a breath hold. This is where we hold our breath. Just listen to me here right
This
now.
version of you
Belly,
welcoming you.
chest, exhale all of the breath out through your mouth, holding it at
This
the bottom.
version of you saying yes.
Hold it. If you feel the urge to breathe, just swallow. You're just here for 30 seconds. No breathing, just feeling.
I'd like you to imagine
10. Ready? We'll get back into the breath. Belly, chest, and out. You can.
this version of you.
Keep breathing. Belly, chest, and out. If you're still holding your breath, that's your ego. Belly, chest, out.
This version.
Come back and move. You're feeling hot, cold. Again, that's
This
normal.
version of
The
you.
tingling, the tightness. Belly, chest, out. Keep breathing. We're moving into this space. The energy for all of you is welcome.
You. Yes. You.
Shake out your hands, shake out your feet.
All of you.
Feel the blood flow.
Your chaos and your madness. Your foolish nonsense. Your
Belly,
fearless magic.
chest,
You
and
are
out.
welcome here. Your passion and your eros. Your red fever dreams. Your resistance. Your doubt. Your power, wild and uncontained. You. Yes. You. Your fist of rage. Your bottomless grief. Your heartbreak bursting out at the seams, spilling out in messy floods of inconvenient feelings. Yeah. You. Yes. You.
Belly, chest, out.
Your oceans of confusion. Your terror running deep. Your river of longing. Your precious illusions. Even if it makes you look foolish, even if it makes you go mad, all of you is welcome here. Your brain tangled with neurons, firing wild impulses from the dark forest of your unconscious. You are welcome here. The twisted vines and purple fog of melancholy in your heart. Your bloody, messy, crazy love. Your fears. Your desires wet with unrequited lust. Pushing and stretching to be expressed.
Belly, chest,
The lies you told
And out.
yourself. Your deepest regrets. The mess of never getting it exactly as you
what
had
is it that you're
planned.
avoiding?
You. Yes.
Belly, chest, and out.
Your
It is safe
awkward
to let it go.
stumbles. Your
It is safe
shaky
to be here.
knees. Your hunger for some meaning. You are welcome here. Your flaming hatred. Your tender, broken faith. Your
Keep
need
breathing.
for control. You are welcome here. Your untainted innocence. Your will to rise again. The pain you
Deep
try
belly
to hide.
breath.
You are
Deep
welcome
chest.
here. I want
Out.
every part of me touched and
Belly,
seen.
chest,
I want to be
out.
as big as the universe and as tiny as an insect.
Facing
I want
all
every
parts of you.
contradiction, every disproportionate feeling, every chaotic thought to be met right here. I want
accepting
to
all parts
writhe
of
and
you.
howl and groan with the deep root of life. I want to be held with such soft sweetness that this fragile ache of need finally opens and lets go. I want to be known as a depraved and holy animal, as consciousness, as infinite, as flesh and bone and skin. I want to roll on the ground and slither. I want to scream. I want to kiss where my feet have been. I want to cry and need and feel. Right here. I want to explode and hold this ancient pulsing groan of ocean that lives in me.
Keep breathing. Belly,
Here.
chest, and out. Remember
Meet me here.
that anything
Where
you
the
feel
paint
is valid.
touches the canvas.
It all
Where the
returns.
past is dead and dangling.
Belly,
Where the future
chest,
is a vacant
out.
space.
Shaking it out,
Right.
moving it out, expressing it out.
Where this unfolding moment is the refuge of the heart.
Belly,
Right
chest,
here.
and out.
Come with me. You are welcome here.
Come back from that place. Belly, chest, and out. And this time, we're going to seal the lips and breathe in and out through our nose with the same pattern. Belly, chest, and out. Softening in, out, all through the nose. Belly, chest, and out.
Coming back. Yeah. You showed me that I was able, surrendering my heart, my cards were folded on the table. Well, I got lost in crowds of hate, now I'm coming home.
Belly, chest, and out. In, through the nose, out,
Releasing the past, returning to
through the
love and find a new
nose.
start. I had to learn to trust the fallen fear. The great return to love is the only reason that I came here. It's all we got, can't live without it. It's all that's real, no way around it. The truth I know.
This one is for our mothers.
It's all we got.
Think about the women you love that support you, that lead you, that guide you. Allow this to return your love to your mother, to the women in your life that you love, your wife, your future wife. Thank you. In and out through the nose. Supportive, guiding, leading them back to their faith. Forgiveness. And on the count of 3, I forgive you. 1, 2, 3. I forgive you. Keep breathing. And on the next count, I forgive me. 1, 2,
this
3,
great return
I forgive me.
is a remembering of why we're alive.
It's all we got, can't live without it. It's all that's real, no way around it. The truth I know, no doubt about it.
You can keep breathing.
It's all we got,
When you stop,
without it. It's all
that's your barrier. That's your block.
the truth I know, no doubt about it.
It's not that you're happier at that place. You're avoiding being here now.
Goes back to
So just breathe.
all returns
Belly,
to
chest,
love.
and out.
We all go back to
And on your
love.
next exhale, out through the nose.
It's who you are.
Return to open mouth. The big open mouth. Into your belly. Up into your chest. And out through your mouth. Belly, chest, and out. You're almost there. It's your last song. Have fun with it.
I get so lost sometimes.
Your clarity is here.
Us and this emptiness fills my heart when I want to run.
Belly, chest,
I
and
drown
out.
off in
Alex,
my
keep
car.
breathing. Carrie,
Whichever
keep going.
way
Belly, chest,
I come
and out.
to the place
There you go, Tay. Come back.
all my instincts, they return. The grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside.
Keep breathing and see yourself
The light, the heat,
in your eyes,
I am complete.
in his eyes,
Resolution
her eyes.
all the fruitless souls.
Belly, chest, and out.
Be that I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes.
This is your opportunity to see yourself how the greater sees you, your potential. Belly, chest,
I don't like
and out.
to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired, working so hard.
2 minutes left of this breathing. Belly, chest, and out.
I look to the time to keep me awake and alive, and all my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out.
Give yourself compassion and grace. Belly, chest, and out. This is exactly what you needed for yourself.
The light, the heat, I'm complete.
Belly, chest, and out.
Of all the fruitless searches, oh, I wanna be that. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes.
We're going to move into our last breath hold, intentional breath hold. Belly, chest, exhale all of the air out at the bottom of your mouth and just hold your breath here for 20 seconds. And witness
Accepting
and hold.
done.
Accept
I want to stand and stare again.
Swallow If you feel the urge to breathe, hold 10. Take a big inhale in through your mouth and release it all. Belly, chest, and out. A new lightness, a new wave of confidence. Belly, chest, and out. Take your deepest, biggest breath. Belly, chest, and out. And seal the lips at the bottom. Sealing your lips, returning to your normal breathing. In and out through the nose. Slowing down. Deepen your inhales. Release your exhales. Slow and controlled. Notice where your thoughts go or where they don't. Imagining yourself at the same mountaintop as to where you started. The one that felt and seemed so foggy is now vibrantly clear. Most people live their lives driving the frog. But you are not most people. Knowing that we may have been told of possibilities or seen a bit of the valley, but imagine if we were all viewing the world this way. Understand that this is where your full potential lies, and how much potential energy is within you, because you are liberated to use this inner power to change your life. The clarity has always been here. You just had to see it. And on the count of 3, I am whole. I am complete. 1, 2, 3. I am whole. I am complete. Complete in the image of universe, of God. And now you get to carry that love forward. So feel yourself wrapping yourself in a tight hug, grateful for the experience, loving the awareness. Coming back to this awareness of the room that you're in, the space that you're in, your home, wiggling your hands and feet, feeling the skin on top of your hands, bringing your knees into your chest, rolling over to one side. And please take your time while you slowly get up and come back to meet me in the back to life, back to reality. Not here. I think Alex fell. I think he fell asleep. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping back there? I heard a little snore. All right, this is about the time we go night. Just kidding. If you have your journals, write down. You did fall asleep. Alexander. Oh, yes, you did. I heard it. I heard a little. Okay. Okie dokie, artist dokie. All right, cool. So spend a couple minutes writing down words, colors, blackness, nothing, feelings, sensations that you can recall right now. And then while you're writing, I just want to give a couple post-care tips because it's important. After a breathwork journey, you can have some pretty vivid dreams. So if you've got some wild dreams, I recommend sleeping with a journal tonight. You may not have had vivid experience during breathwork, and it might come to you in your dreams. That is very common. Your brain is basically processing everything that it just went through, and sometimes it just comes much later. So don't be surprised if it's tonight, tomorrow night, or later this week. You can sometimes feel a little bit congested. When you breathe in this way, it actually drains out 70% of built up lymph inside of your body. So if you're feeling like your ears are leaking, if you feel like your nose is leaking, you're not sick, your body's just detoxing itself. I recommend castor oil packs if you do that, and just giving yourself a little bit more grace during this time. You might also find yourself a little bit more, I would say, hyper aware. Just notice like what you're triggered by. There's something to be said about your triggers. Drink lots and lots of water. You burned 600 to 800 calories just now. So if you also wake up sore, like you went to the gym, you worked out your whole entire body doing this breath work. So drink lots of water, eat really grounding foods, especially all of us, because we're all experiencing a cold polar vortex, even Florida. I know, you too. My pipes were frozen today, so that's cool. So yeah, give yourself some extra grace, compassion. I'm here if you have any questions. Otherwise, I know it's 9. I know some of you are in Eastern time, so if you got to hop off, totally respect that. But if anyone wants to stay and talk about their experience, I would also love that. I'm going to stop this recording so we can put it in our hub because everyone else knows the post care stuff.